Good morning. Happy Frenchy Friday. I know you can't see me yet, but I thought this was so pretty. I wanted to start with this view. Look at this. And look at this little basil plant that Dave got me. I never was able to keep plants alive before. Look how pretty that is. I have my basil plant. And I have my lily of the valley that he bought me on May 1st when we were in Ajaccio. And they're both still with us. We're having fresh basil and mozzarella often on the boat. All right, I'm going to turn it around. Ready? Hold on. Whoop. Good morning. Good morning. You can hear me. Look at I try to get a wrinkle out. Thought it was going to dry before the call. What do we think, Luby? It didn't dry. Happy Friendship Friday! How is everyone? Are we happy? Are we joyful? Are we grateful? Are we excited? Are we in a space of rest? Are we graceful? How are we? How are we? Let's see. We are back in a cove that we stayed in with the boys. Can't remember the name of it right now. Lou just laid down on my leg. And we were here with the boys maybe like 2 weeks ago, Dave? Is that possible? Yeah. Oh my God. So we're back in the same cove. And we have it to ourselves last night. There's someone way across the bay, but it's very far away. Middle of June in Croatia, private cove. This is how Dave and I like to sail. It is how we like it. We are going to be heading down to Kevtat today. And I believe the plan is this will be our last night in Croatia. And we'll head back to Montenegro tomorrow for some things. And then we'll be making our way to Greece because David Marino turns 50 on the 4th of July, and he wants to be in Greece. It's the only thing he wants for his birthday is to be in Greece. So we're going to make our way to Greece. I've been getting some messages saying, come to Greece. We love Greece. It's where we learn to sail. It's where we all I learned to crew. Dave learned to sail there. The boys learned to crew there. We've spent months. It was our only sailing experience, except for a short trip to the Caribbean, like a 2-week trip to the Caribbean. So we're going back to Greece, and we'll spend quite a bit of time there. So I'm excited. Graceful, that's the one I'm going for today. And you know what? The beauty is, like, trying to cover my wet spot. The beauty is you don't have to go for it. The beauty is you are it. You are it. And I invite you to really feel that. All of you, like whatever it is, I am, right? It's the I am graceful. I am happy. I am powerful. I am at rest. I am alive. I'm alive. How are you? I'm alive. Not like I'm alive. We've seen that. How are you doing? Eeyore, I'm alive. I'm alive. I am beautiful. Try this today. That piece of your ego that's like, listen, you're a little bit too much. You're a little bit too big for your britches. I'm going to invite you to transcend that today and really play. This is something that I love to honor in my life. And Dave and I have really so much fun, like living into that bigness of like, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm playing. I'm me. I'm real. like stretch that part of you that has thought in the past that in order to be accepted, in order to even be loved by God, that humble looks like self-deprecation, or that humble looks like holding back your brilliance, that a good girl isn't really that radiant, right? She's sits in the corner and keeps her head kind of down, and no, I am graceful. I am, like, live into it today. I am happy. Dave tells me very often, ladies, I'm so grateful for this man. 25 years together. This month, actually in May, we were 25 years together. June, we're going to be 24 years this month. In a couple weeks, 24 years together, married. This man, on a daily basis, sometimes many, many times a day, tells me, Tara, you're so beautiful. You are so beautiful. You are so hot. I am so lucky. And we do this to each other, like, literally all day long. All day long. When we first met, and we went to the beach in San Diego. What beach were we at? I can't remember. But it was 4th of July weekend, and we were newly together. We had been together for like a month. And we went, and I met his cousins, which were his like closest. He doesn't have any brothers, he doesn't have any brothers or sisters. So I met his cousins, who were very, very close to him. And I remember, like, we couldn't take our hands off of each other. They were like, oh gosh, you guys are like crazy. You're like crazy. We're still like that. 25 years later. And so if you have a close relationship, and this doesn't have to just be romantically, right? Like, this could be with your best friend. This can, like, bounce this truth off of each other. And when Dave tells me, babe, you are so beautiful, I don't like whatever. I receive it like I've heard it for the first time. Thank you so much, babe. I love you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right? We play with this energy. And again, it doesn't just need to be romantic. Like, this is the kind of value of being inside of Elegant Femme. In tout est possible, when women are together for a year. In Chateauneuf, at a very, very high level, when you come to an Elegant Femme event here, right? When someone says, oh, you talk to each other. Lisa, you are da-da-da-da-da. Stephanie, you are graceful. Nikki, you are, like, bounce it off of each other. You are beautiful. You're amazing. I see you. Receive it, and play it back. Right? Today might be really fun. And maybe we'll bring this into the Femme Riche call today, those of you that are joining us. This beautiful conversation that can happen between people who truly see and are choosing to see, just like we spoke about yesterday. Not just, okay, I see you. To get really excited. Like, I see you. I see you. You are so kind. You're so genuine. You're so funny. Whatever it is. And receive it and play it back. I see you. I see you. I see you. This beautiful opportunity to be seen and to celebrate being seen, to receive being seen, and to witness the other person. Because you're really just saying it to yourself, right? That's the truth. We only see what we believe ourselves to be, right? We only see what we believe ourselves to be. That's truth. That is truth. So what do you want to believe about yourself? See it. See it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it, see it. This is also why I've been thinking about this so much, and I'm so excited. The bonus that I added to Femme Riche, which is going to be super limited. It's not going to be a bonus that stays inside of Femme Riche. It's only available for a limited time, where we're talking about visibility without the need to be attacked. We're talking about visibility with grace. We're talking about unhooking from this crucifixion type frequency that says, in order to be visible, I must be attacked. In order to be visible, I must have haters. And we're really unraveling this illusion and this distortion so that women can feel and experience. And again, it doesn't mean everyone will always love everything you're doing, but it is unhooking from the distortion that says I must be crucified in order to make impact. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I don't believe we need to continually perpetuate that as leaders or as women. The expectation that that's just part of it. And the misunderstanding that if you're not being attacked, then you must not be making an impact. You must not be doing it right. You must not be big enough. No, I don't believe it. So we're really going to be speaking to that in a very beautiful leadership way inside of Femme Riche at the moment. So if you haven't joined us and you want to, we have our welcome call today at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock Paris. All right, Allison, bonjour. Lily, bonjour. Lisa, love seeing you here. Elaine, Stephanie, Nikki. I love Greece, and not just because I'm half Greek. Greece is amazing. Julia, welcome. Welcome. Karen, buongiorno. Selena, hi. Who else is here? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Elegant Femme's Guide to A Course in Miracles. Elegant Femme's Guide to A Course in Miracles, where we are moving through A Course in Miracles, Elegant Femme style, where we are deepening the lessons, not just from an idea, but really into the practicality of a woman who is choosing to live this way, of a woman who desires to embody this. All the times that we picked up the course and put down the course and picked up the course and put down the course, because it can feel heavy, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It can feel like, so we're gracefully moving through the course. We're unraveling the pieces that feel maybe a little wordy, maybe a little sticky, maybe a little overly rooted in religious context. And again, there's nothing wrong with religion. I personally do feel that it's limited in some of the ways it is portrayed. And so it's not about making anything right or wrong. It's not about a right religion or a wrong religion or a right way or a wrong way. It really is about a way. A way. There are many, 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 many ways, unlimited ways for us to remember the truth of who we are. The Course is one way. Elegant Femme is one way. The Femme types that we teach inside of Elegant Femme is one way. There are many, many, many ways. So I'm here to share a way that not just resonates with me, but literally birthed me in one of the most challenging points of my life, and now have the complete joy and honor to share it with thousands of women around the world. Very simple. Very, very simple. That's why we're here together. So with that, shall we move into the next lesson? Yesterday we had lesson 185, which was, I want the peace of God. Oh, wasn't this one so good? What do I really want? I want the peace of God. I said, when I'm in here and talking to you, Dave's inside and he's doing his editing, I think that he's listening to everything. And so yesterday in the middle of the day, when we were talking about something and we were like, I don't remember what it was, but I said, just, I want the peace of God. And he's like, you want the what? You want the what? I'm like, don't you remember from the lesson today? He's like, look, babe, I'm not listening really when you're in there. I hear a couple of things, but you want the peace of what? And then I explained. He's like, oh, I heard you talking about how we want the same things. Yeah. So yesterday was, I want the peace of God. I want the peace of God. Who else is here? Say hello. I know we've been having more and more women join us. It's so fun to see you. Yellow butterflies floating around. Lesson 186. Salvation of the world depends on me. Now, let's again, if I was to just pick up the course, which, have you ever done that? Or did you do that in the beginning where you just open it, right? You're like, okay, what is this course about? Salvation of the world depends on me. Listen, no thanks. I've got enough pressure. I'm good. I don't need to feel like one more thing depends on me. I'm trying to break free of this martyrdom type thing. I don't need to feel like I need to save the world. Do you know what I mean? So let's unravel this and see what really is being said here. Here is a statement that will one day take all arrogance away from every mind. Here is the thought of true humility, which holds no function as your own, but that which has been given you. It offers your acceptance as a part assigned to you without insisting on another role. It does not judge your proper role. It but acknowledges the will of God is done on earth as well as in heaven. It unites all wills on earth in heaven's plan to save the world, restoring it to heaven's peace. How are we feeling so far? How are we feeling so far? Okay. Can we get behind that? Can we feel that so far? Let us not fight our function. What is our function? Say it with me. I am the light of the world. That is my only function. That's why I came. My function is to be happy. My function is to be of joy. My function is to be of love. My function is to remember the truth of who I am. That's my function. That's my priority. My function is to remember I am in the mind of God and move through the world that way. Let us not fight our function. We did not establish it. It is not our idea. The means are given us by which it will be perfectly accomplished. All that we are asked to do is to accept our path in genuine humility and not deny with self-deceiving arrogance that we are worthy. I love how the course flips arrogance and humbleness on its head. And it says really humility is accepting that you're the light of the world. That's just true. Arrogance is trying to prove otherwise. So that feeling that we've had from the ego of don't be too big for your britches, don't shine too brightly, don't be too radiant. Who do you think you are? Why do you deserve that much? The course is that's the lie. That's arrogance. That's denying of your function. The truth is you are the light of the world. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You are freaking amazing. You are creation. You are God. You are one with the divine. That's the truth. That's the truth. What is given us to do, we have the strength to do. Our minds are suited perfectly to take the part assigned to us by one who knows us well. So this feeling that we've often had of, I've got to fix this part of myself. I have to learn this thing. I have to be better at this in order to fulfill my purpose. The truth is you're completely equipped as you are, as you've always been. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to fix. There's nothing you need to heal. There's nothing you need to change about yourself. The truth is it's already. Today's idea might seem quite sobering until you see its meaning. All it says is that God still remembers you and offers you the perfect trust and holds who you are as his son, as his daughter, as one. It does not ask that you be different in any way from what you are. What could humility request but this? I want to read that again. It does not ask that you be different in any way from what you are. It does not ask that you be different in any way from what you are. Can you receive that today? The part that gets kind of addicted to, we were talking about this in my Chateau Neuf call yesterday, the part that can get addicted to the healing even. Like, I have to change this thing about myself. Like, I'm almost there. Like, I just got to get a little bit better, a little bit holier, a little bit smarter, a little bit more beautiful, a little bit more. I have to change this about myself. Oh, I got to get. No. How's this feel? It's huge, Julia. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay. It does not ask that you be different in any way from what you are. What could humility request but this? And what could arrogance deny but this? Today we will not shrink from our assignment on the specious grounds that modesty is outraged. It is pride that would deny the call for God himself. Like, it's pride that stops you from shining your light. How's that feel? It's pride that stops you from living into the fullness of your abundance, from hiding, from being in that space of fearing attack. All false humility we lay aside today, that we may listen to God's voice reveal to us what God would have us do. We do not doubt our adequacy for the function God will offer us. We will be certain that God knows our strength, our wisdom, and our holiness. And if God deems us worthy, so we are. And God does. It's not like that old paradigm of like, well, did I get approval from God? Did I not? Did I do it right? Am I a good girl? Did I say enough active contritions? Did I go to confession? Did I? No, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Again. We'll say that again. But that is not a necessary hoop to jump through. You're in the mind of God, period. Point. We say in French, point. You're in the mind of God, point. That's it. You're there. You were created there. You are there. There's nothing else for you to do, prove. It is but arrogance that judges otherwise. How's this feeling? There is one way and only one to be released from the imprisonment your plan to prove the false is true has brought to you. Accept the plan you did not make instead. Meaning, like, you didn't deem yourself worthy. Like, you didn't create this plan. You didn't make yourself the light of the world. God did. Creation did. Life did. You're one with it. There's like nothing you can do about it. So, like, what are you fighting about? What are we resisting? What are we resisting? It just is. It's the isness. Accept the plan you did not make. Judge not your value to it. If God's voice assures you that salvation needs your part and that the whole depends on you, be sure that it is so. Now, again, we could see this through the lens of pressure. Like, oh my God, we've all done that with our purpose before, right? Have you done that before with your purpose? Oh my God, I want to be good. I want to do good. What is my purpose? What is my purpose? Please, God, tell me what my purpose is. And I promise I'll say yes. I lived in that space for so long, from a very little girl. Like, I just want to, I want to, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? And spent so much time spinning in like, just what is it? Your purpose is to shine your light and remember that you're love. It's all the same. It's all the same thing. That's all it is. Now, if God's voice assures you that salvation needs your part and that the whole depends on you, be sure that it is so. Instead of seeing that from a point of pressure, could we see it as a reflection of our value, of our importance, the truth that we are irreplaceable? So instead of seeing it as pressure, see the truth that you are needed, you are important. You are irreplaceable. You are a part of the whole. You are needed. So see it that way instead of, oh my gosh, I have this burden. I have this cross to carry. I have to save the world. That's not the energy. The energy is, oh my God, I have bought into the illusion that I was small and insignificant and not necessary. Haven't we all feared that? Have you feared that? Like, as we go, I think, especially as I'm sure everyone in every way, as a woman, I believe we go through really specific identities of this. When we become mothers, when our kids leave. Like Dave and we're starting to get this empty nest thing down. Then the kids come to visit and I'm like, I get into full mom mode again. And then they leave. And there's that fear, has been, especially when they first left for college. Like, what if they don't need me anymore? Like that fear and the ego of it. Maybe I'm not needed. Maybe I'm not like important. And the Course is saying, look, you're needed. You're needed. You specifically. The world isn't whole without you. How's that feel? You are irreplaceable. The world is not whole without you. That's what it's saying. Feel the beauty in that, the significance in that, the expansion in that. No pressure, no burden, the joy. Oh my gosh, I'm part of the whole. I'm needed. I'm special. How's that feel? So it's not quite, I don't believe, Karen, I hear what you're saying. Arrogance is defiance of God because it is acting as if you are God. I understand what you're saying. But the Course is really saying, like, you are God. There's a union. There's a union there, right? There's a union. The arrogance is defiance of the light that you are. So if we don't accept that we are the light of the world, that's the defiance of God. It's a defiance of the truth of our light. But the acting part, right? That we know it all, that we can judge all of those things. I think that's where you're coming from. Makes me want to keep going. Yeah, and excuse me, keep going in this beautiful way where it's not like I have something to prove. I've just got to keep going. I got to hang in there. It's just, it becomes this joyous expression of like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful to be a part of the whole. Like I want to keep going because this is a gift. This is a gift. Okay. If God's voice assures you that salvation needs your part and that the whole depends on you, be sure that it is so. The arrogant must cling to words, afraid to go beyond them to experience what might affront their stance. Yet are the humble free to hear the voice which tells them what they are and what to do. Arrogance makes an image of yourself that is not real. It is this image which quails and retreats in terror, as the voice for God assures you that you have the strength, the wisdom, and the holiness to go beyond all images. You are not weak. As is the image of yourself, you are not ignorant. You are not helpless. Sin cannot tarnish the truth in you, and misery can come not near the holy home of God. All this the voice for God relates to you. And as God speaks, the image trembles and seeks to attack the threat it does not know, sensing its basis crumble. And it's really like once the ego hears and receives and knows this truth, it crumbles in that way, right? It crumbles. Let it go. Salvation of the world depends on you and not upon this little pile of dust. So that goes back to the lesson where it talks about, I am not a body, I am free. I am as God created me. So moving above and beyond the fear of the attachment to the physical world as life, and knowing it says this oftentimes, gets me a little to recognize that. It talks about the body is just it's a pile of dust in the end. It's here as a communication tool. And we can learn, and we did this in Chateauneuf last month. Oh, it was so huge. I've never talked about the body this way before. The holiness of it as a tool for expression while we are in this physical world. But in the end, the Course says it's a pile of dust. But that's not you. That's not you. You are the light of the world. Okay? You're not trapped in the body. Okay. Where was I? Just 1 minute. Okay. What can it tell the Holy Son of God? Why need he be concerned with it at all? And so we find our peace. So why need he be concerned with it at all? Like the physicality of things, controlling things, like being in that state of trying to manage the world. And so we find our peace. We will accept the function God has given us, for all illusions rest upon the weird belief that we can make another for ourselves. Our self-made roles are shifting, and they seem to change from mourner to ecstatic bliss of love and loving. We can laugh or weep and greet the day with welcome or tears. Our very being seems to change as we experience 1,000 shifts in mood, and our emotions rise us high indeed or dash us to the ground in hopelessness. Is this the Son of God? Could God create such instability and call it son, call it child? He who is changeless shares his attributes with his creation. So this is talking about really the foundational knowing of who we are. I personally don't believe that it's experiencing the human emotions is something we need to deny ourselves from. I think that can lean into really a spiritual bypass. Like if we were to read this and be like, oh, I'm not supposed to laugh or weep, my moods aren't supposed to shift. I mean, we are souls having a human experience. I feel a human experience offers that kind of intensity of emotions. And what I really feel is that we can trust the spectrum and the intensity of all the emotions, that we can feel it all. And in feeling it all, we get to have it all. We receive it all. We trust ourselves with it. But it doesn't mean that's what we are. So it's not about identifying with the intensity of the emotions. It's knowing who we are inside. And I believe it's beautiful to gift ourselves the intensity of the emotions. All the images his son appears to make have no effect on what he is. Okay, that's beautiful. Like, you're changeless. They blow across his mind like windswept leaves that form a pattern an instant, break apart to group again, and scamper off, or like mirages seen above a desert rising from the dust. These unsubstantial images will go and leave your mind unclouded and serene when you accept the function given you. The images you make give rise to but conflicting goals, impermanent and vague, uncertain and ambiguous. Who could be constant in their efforts or direct their energies and concentrated drive towards goals like these? The functions which the world esteems are so uncertain that they change 10 times an hour at their most secure. What hope of gain can rest on goals like this? I actually love that. We've all felt this, right? The success that the outside world deems is successful, and that it changes every 10 minutes. And we do that inside of ourselves. Oh, I want this. This is going to do it for me. This is going to solve it all, right? This thing or that thing or this thing or that thing. And the Course is saying, look, really, there's only one thing. And it's this similar, and it's all the same frequency, the whole Course, but similar to yesterday of, I want the peace of God. I want to embody the truth of my function. I want to remember who I am. Like that's it. That's it. That's it. That's the core. In lovely contrast, certain as the sun's return each morning to dispel the night, your truly given function stands out clear and wholly unambiguous. There is no doubt of its validity. It comes from one who knows no error, and their voice is certain of its messages. They will not change, nor be in conflict. All of them point to one goal, and one you can attain. Your plan may be impossible, but God's can never fail, because God is its source. God is its source. Do as God's voice directs. And if it asks a thing of you which seems impossible, remember who it is that asks and who would make denial. And then consider this: which is more likely to be right? The voice that speaks for the creator of all things, who knows all things exactly as they are, or a distorted image of yourself, confused, bewildered, inconsistent, and unsure of everything? Let not its voice direct you. Hear instead a certain voice, which tells you of a function given you by your Creator, who remembers you and urges you now to remember it. God's gentle voice is calling from the known to the unknowing. God would comfort you, although God knows no sorrow. God would make a restitution, though God is complete, a gift to you, although God knows that you have everything already. God has thoughts which answer every need you perceive, although God sees them not. For love must give, and what is given in God's name, what is given in life's name, what is given in love's name, takes on the form most useful in a world of form. These are the forms which can never deceive because they come from formlessness itself. Forgiveness is an earthly form of love, which as it is in heaven has no form. Yet what is needed here is given here as it is needed. This is an important thing. Like as we read this, the remembering that the course weaves through, like, and you're here right now. Like this is part of the unfolding. So use what you have in the physical world. It's not about denying things. Use what you have in form and remember the truth as you're utilizing that. So again, yet what is needed here is given here as it is needed. In this form, you can fulfill your function even here. Although what love will mean to you when formlessness has been restored to you is greater still. Salvation of the world depends on you who can forgive. Such is your function here. This is big. How big? This is big. So I remember going through the course and it's like, well, wait a minute. My function is the light of the world. My function is love. My function is to forgive. It's remembering who you are, that you are the light of the world, remembering that you're love, like remembering that we aren't this. And yet as we're in the physical world, we utilize this to express and communicate and remember the truth, to express joy, to walk through the world, to see other people not as bodies, but as light, as love, and at the same time be able to experience together as bodies joy, dancing, singing, the forgiveness. And we'll talk more about this as the course deepens. The forgiveness is really at the core. The forgiveness is buying into the misunderstanding that we were ever or could ever be anything less than love. That's really it. It's the forgiveness of self that says, I'm not worthy. I forgive myself for buying into the misunderstanding that I could ever be anything less than love. That's the forgiveness. So we often misunderstand forgiveness or see it on a surface level of, oh, I need to forgive this person for doing this thing to me. That's not the core of forgiveness. We're not going to go all the way into that today. That's a whole conversation. We can talk more about it at another time. All right, beauties. I just saw your video about being skinny. Subscribe to you after that. Welcome, Peachy Heart. Oh my gosh, I have so many. I think that video has 900,000 views at this point. I'm so glad you found us there. I'm so glad. Yes, Karen, the irony is that when we see ourselves being God, we are humbled, not arrogant. That's so true. That's it. Yes. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. Oh, I'm so happy you found us, Peachy. That's great. Our feelings are to be accepted, totally accepted. I agree. Yes. So what's your take on remembering that we are light while having negative emotions? So it's like we can move through. It's like we forget at times, right? We all forget. This is the beauty of remembering. When we're in the intensity of light, of life, in my experience, I can remember, I can be at the core of like, I know who I am and still experience like an upset, right? Like, and that, is it a fish? Tape ran outside with the camera. I heard a big noise. The negative emotion doesn't change who we are. What's powerful is as we're experiencing a negative emotion that we don't judge ourselves for having the emotion. Like I used to make myself wrong. Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I upset? I'm supposed to, I'm spiritual. I know I'm the light of the world. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like that's where we disconnect even further. Don't judge ourselves. Like if we are experiencing a negative emotion, like let the emotion come. And don't judge ourselves for it. I often will say, I say this to myself, I say this to Dave, I say this to my clients, I say this to my kids. Can you love yourself through this? Whatever this is, because we have a tendency to feel we're only worthy when we're experiencing happiness, which is amazing to experience happiness. But it's not like, it doesn't make us less worthy when we're in the intensity of life. When we're grieving, when we're in that state of remembering again. Helmea, happy Friendship Friday. Yes, I require asking, how can I see this differently rather than sink into negativity? Tara, I've been scared to feel my emotions intensely because I'm fearful that they may manifest something bad afterwards. I think this has greatly limited my experience here on Earth. Yes, I would say yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. I hear you. I hear you. I think this is moving things already for you, Julia. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Can you love yourself through this? Always saying this. Can I love myself through this? It's not, can I punish myself through this? It's not, I'm the old paradigm that says, okay, if I punish myself and if I make myself wrong enough, I'll have a change in behavior. Does that work? Self-punishment, judgment, criticism, internal hate. Does that course correct? No, it doesn't. It makes us feel horrible. We get back into alignment. When we know we're back into alignment, we actually do feel really good. It's like, oh God, okay. You feel the shift inside, right? Like even if outside circumstances haven't changed, you'll feel the shift inside of like, I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay. You've remembered. You've remembered. That's the beauty of it. I didn't have to fix something about myself. I didn't have to punish myself. That all makes us feel worse, doesn't it? Yeah. Can you love yourself through this? I needed this today because I'm a bit annoyed by myself lately. I hear you. I hear you. So it's really, let's close with that today. And a couple of things. Like we're going to have our Femme Riche call, opening call for our Femme Riche program today. If you are like, look, I desire this in my life. It's not like I need this because there's something wrong with me and there's an urgency. And no. It's like a real beautiful dropping in, and you could still be scared, but it's like, no, I'm really being called to go here in my life. I want to live a beautiful, rich life in the paradigms of health, wealth, beauty, and love. I want to lead from graceful visibility in my life. I want to love myself through every next level and not limit my evolution because I'm afraid of being seen. The program starts today. So if you're ready for that kind of level and you want to have that kind of conversation, we'll link it below. You can always email info@elegantfemme. We start today at 4:00. And there'll be replays and all of that. So again, it's not an urgency. If you want to start the conversation somewhere else and you're brand new to us, you can go to elegantfemme.com/FDA, which stands for Femme Design Assessment. It's a free assessment. See where you are inside of your Femme types. Begin the process of journaling with your Femme types. It's all there for you. Like we are here to meet you at any level you're ready for. It's not a push. It's not a pressure. It's not a performance. It's a presence. It's a presence. So we're here. We're here for it. I'm not going anywhere. We're here for it. So wherever it is you're feeling called inside, honor that for yourself. Honor that. And Stephanie, I will see you on the call. I know I'll see you on the call. If you're already in Femme Riche, just let me know so I can welcome you and love on you. And I'll see you today, later today. You're so welcome. All right, beauties, I'm going to go jump in the water. Not on camera, although I've done that many times, right? I'm not going to do that many times. I've done it a couple times in this last week. You're so, so welcome. And I will see you on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend. Utilize this time for integration. Utilize this time for presence. Utilize this time to remember who you are. And I will see some of you later today. Happy Friendship Friday. Mwah. Bye, beauties. Say hello if you haven't said hello yet here. I'm seeing more and more and more of you every single day, and I love it. It makes me so happy. So like the video if you like it, leave a comment, and say hello so I can welcome you into this beautiful space. Mwah.